Well, today I want to share with you guys 3 tips that I think are going to really streamline your system, a little mini system of autoresponders. How to take full advantage of an out-of-the-office responder. Hey, Hannah. And so my first tip for you guys today is use it sparingly. Now, I know a lot of people are big believers in using the autoresponder all the time, but I'm of the opinion that the world is a better place when there's less email in it. So I don't know about you guys, but I already feel like I get so much email. The last thing I want to do is fill up someone else's inbox all the time when I'm actually in the office. So you may be in the camp where you feel like having that autoresponder on all the time is helpful, but I am definitely not, sorry. I think use it for when you are out of the office. Otherwise, people are going to be getting the same information over and over when they really don't need it, because you are there to actually take care of them and to actually do your job, hopefully. So that would be my first recommendation, is use an out-of-the-office responder sparingly, just when you're away. The second thing that I would recommend for you guys is that you're brief. I've seen some autoresponders that are pretty lengthy with long, multiple paragraphs. And I think really what you want to do for people with your out-of-the-office responder is quickly give them the relevant information that they're looking for. You want to tide them over until you get back in the office and basically hand them what it is they're looking for, if possible, in that autoresponder. And you can do this really quickly. So I wanted to show you guys actually what I use for my autoresponder. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. So here is what I use. You can see it's actually just a couple of sentences total if you were to count it up. And it just kind of provides them with some relevant information and takes care of them when I'm not able to, when I'm gone. So let's get into this a little bit. You'll see, first of all, I'm letting them know about our availability. So that's my third point, is try to put helpful information in your autoresponder. Let them know something like when your next booking is, so that way they're not emailing you about wedding dates that you may not even have open, or if you're another type of service provider, spots that you're already booked for. You want to go ahead and give them that information up front right away if possible. So that's one piece of helpful information you can include. I also, in mine, I link to my list of FAQs on my website, and this is really great because if they have a question in mind, it's just kind of gently directing them to value you've already created for them, and it's really going to streamline that whole process for everyone. I think everyone likes instant answers, so getting that is really helpful. And sorry, I think my alert just paused the video there for a second. Another way that you can provide value for people in your out-of-office responder is to also add a scheduling link. If you want to say something like, hey, would love to touch base with you when I'm back in the office, click here to go ahead and schedule your meeting with me. You can even do that as another way to eliminate back and forth when you're returning from vacation and trying to get caught up on your inbox. So those are all ideas for different ways you can make your autoresponder actually useful and helpful to people, as opposed to just making them jealous of your awesome vacation, which there's that too. I mean, people kind of like to know where you are, so sometimes it can be fun to include that detail. But then the final thing to think about with it being helpful is ask yourself about your own workflow. What do you need as a business to be gathering while they're gone? So you may have seen when I shared my screen with you that I actually do go ahead and link to our intake form for our sales process. So when people contact us here at CRIM, they fill out a really brief questionnaire on our website that's more general, just contact information, what offering they're interested in. But then there's kind of a second step that we take them through to make sure I understand exactly what they're looking for, and I can then kind of walk through them in that process, answer questions that they have specifically based on what they're looking for. So instead of waiting until I'm back in the office to send out that intake, I go ahead and link it right in my out-of-office responder, and again, that just makes everything more efficient and streamlines the process. So use your out-of-office responder sparingly, make it brief, and make it helpful. Those would be my 3 tips for really how to get the most out of this And in doing these simple things, I think you can really create a mini system for your business and almost like have another team member covering for you while you're out of the office. So let me know if you guys have any other questions. I'd love to create a video for you. I've already gotten a ton of questions. Thanks again to Elizabeth for sending me this question, and hopefully this was helpful.